T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Drone Seekers are live.
Yes, and here we are again. It's just the five of us, or not.
Yeah.
So, okay. So moving on. Let's bring on some guests. What we got? Right, let's have a quick hello to Russell and Harvey, Flaming Dice, Jerry, and Sally. Oh, Sally. Sally's watching on Facebook. Don't do it. Right. So we've got a few guests. We're hoping for some more actually, but one of us let out because Chris sends his apologies. So from the Angling Drone Seekers, we have Luke from Ipswich. Luke. He's taking his clothes off. Always naked. Hi, Chad B. That caught you unaware, that didn't. Never mind.
Sorry, I was just getting changed, Jackie.
And someone who's up at actually 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. Who would that be? Someone from the Philippines. And it's Harry. Hi, Harry. He's there somewhere there.
And he's got his Drone Seekers shirt on.
Yay!
And look, yes,
3 a.m.
the only Drone Seekers hoodie in the whole of the Philippines, I reckon.
Cool.
And from the Ballers Drone Seekers, we have Brian. Hi, Brian.
Brian.
I'm not sure where Kim is. Kim's on the drag, so I hope he'll be joining us shortly. Even though he didn't get.
Are we going to play bingo tonight, Steve?
Say again.
Are we going to play bingo tonight? We got enough people.
Oh yeah. Did you print the tickets out?
I'm coming out if that's the case.
We sent the tickets out, didn't we?
In the United States, we'd call it Hollywood Squares. You guys are not going to get that reference.
Hollywood Squares.
Never heard of it.
Everybody from the U.S. knows what I'm talking about. It was a game show where they had like stars laid out in an arrangement like this, and they played. They had to answer questions, and they played tic-tac-toe.
Was that not like
Wow.
celebrity squares that we had?
I reckon so.
They have these
Yeah.
game shows in every country, don't they? With just a different presenter and different language.
Probably more information than you wanted, really.
I'm still trying
And
to
it all started off with bingo.
I'm still trying to work out the first part of the question.
Terry's fault.
Again.
Right. Better late than never. Kim.
There, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Right, so Kim.
Really scary video you put out, Kim.
Oh, it's good, wasn't it? The abseiling.
Is it work? Is my mic working?
Yep.
No,
What?
What?
Sorry.
don't ask us. You won't get a simple answer out of us.
Harry, come back. Where's Harry gone?
Harry's gone.
Yeah. Don't go.
He keeps drinking water to keep himself awake. 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Someone got me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to see where they do. So we've got 12 people watching. Oh, they're all on here, that's why. Anyone else you can bring on it? Yeah, it's a Chris.
I'll be back. All
right, Kim. Chris from the Yorkshire Drone Seekers sends his apologies. He says he's got better things to do than hang about with us lot.
Oh.
He didn't
We'll
really
have
say
a word with him later. Oh.
Yeah.
What about Harvey?
No more videos. Harvey?
Evening, Harvey.
Oh,
Harvey, yeah.
Hello, Harvey. And Chad.
And
Sally.
Chad.
Media. Sally. Yep.
Yeah.
She's. Hello.
Right, as we got 9 of us, we should all go round and say what drones we got. Apart from
Right,
Mark,
okay,
we've
right.
got too many.
So let's start off with Kim. Let's work in reverse order because Brian's got too many drones.
So we leave Marcus right to the end because it will take
No.
years.
The thing is, I don't think the show is long enough.
Hello down there.
You're famous now. You're on television.
She was standing at the door. She was desperate to come and see.
So, Kim, right, let's start with Kim then. So, Kim, how many drones have you got, and why?
How many drones have I got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And what are they?
one.
I've only got one drone now.
So Mavic 2 Pro.
Cool.
I'm getting a sort of a delay. I don't know what's happening.
Hello.
I'll get to those.
You're
Are
sounding.
they wireless headphones, Kim?
I'm getting a sort of a feed. I'm getting an echo. But anyway, I'll carry on. No, I've got them now.
Technical hitch.
I'm hearing myself. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, are you? Have you got?
You have a YouTube
speakers?
chat
Have
open.
you got you on YouTube?
Marcus is desperately trying to find out how many drones he's got.
He's made it. By the time we get to Marcus, he'll have written them all down.
We're only one for an hour, have we not?
Facebook user is Ray Kelly. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Right. How's that?
Hi, Ray. I'm a alcoholic.
Are you okay
That's
there?
better.
Right.
I can
okay.
hear it now.
So right. So the same question.
Yeah, Brian.
Far away.
What was the question? I know, yeah.
I'll answer that for you. How many
Right.
drones have I got?
So you got one drone. and
I've got
what
one drone. I did have 3 drones, but I sold 2 of them in anticipation that there might be some more drones coming out later this year. I don't know whether they will or not now, but yes, in anticipation that the Mavic 3 might be coming out. Obviously, I've got the Mavic 2 Pro, which does what I need for my YouTube channel and any customer requirements these days. I did used to have the Inspire, as you know, Inspire 2, and I had the Phantom 4 Pro, which went to a very good owner. And so they're enjoying my drones now. So I've got the Mavic 2. So
Yeah, the Mavic. I mean, the Mavic.
yeah,
2
I haven't
Pro.
got the FPV yet, Terry, because I know you're dying to ask me that.
I'm going to ask you, Kim.
So
Oh,
this could take a
Skydio
while.
returns. Yeah. What was the
I'm
other question?
I'm talking a fascination about the Skydio.
What was the other question? I
I'll
can't
still
remember
want
now.
it.
I've got a question. I
Yeah.
can't comment in the comments here.
You have to comment via YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, open a YouTube
Okay.
tab.
One of
Can't do
these.
it on StreamYard.
Make sure
All
you're
right.
in the window. This.
Luke.
Hang on a sec. I'll just load that up.
Yeah, make sure you mute it, Luke. Otherwise, you'll get feedback. On
Hi,
the-
Gary.
Gary's in the house.
Gary's in the house. Gary's in the house.
Okay, so how many drones have you got, Brian?
Brian,
Uh,
one.
You've got to think about it.
You.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You should get all the drones out now. Every single one of
Have
them.
we got to get them out?
Oh, I can't reach
Oh.
one.
There's the beast. There's the beast.
and one that's not been used for a while.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Oh, I got. And I was following you as well, Brian. I thought, oh, Brian's doing it. I'll get some.
That's kind of sat on the shelf for a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Well, then,
shut the job
Harry,
off for
how
that
many
thing.
have you got?
So, Harry.
Mavic Mini.
Mavic Mini.
Oh, well done.
You don't go Thunderbirds.
Right back to
So,
Just one
Um,
drone, Harry, or what?
Only
Yeah.
one.
Only one. Same as me. I only got one. That's all you need, isn't it?
No.
uh,
No.
it's true, actually. You only need one drone.
You can only fly one at a time.
I thought you'd have had the FPV one by now, Jackie.
Well,
She
no,
will.
not yet.
She
Trying
will.
to make my Platinum Pro do FPV stuff, as you may have seen.
Right, good video.
What's her channel for Tuesday, Brian? She's going to be wearing goggles.
Oh, yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, bring a chair, Jackie,
Okay, yeah.
and a stick bag. And a stick bag.
So, Kev, how many drones have you got?
Just the one, Mavic Pro 1.
Mavic Pro 1. Wow.
Well, that's
flying
like
good.
the one before the Platinum.
Yeah.
Still
Well, I
flying good, and I will get a new drone this year, but I'm still waiting to see the feedback from yourself, Terry, and whoever else gets the
You have got to get it, Kev. It is brilliant.
See,
Yeah.
My money's on Marcus getting it next.
Yeah.
You will.
the problem is once you start flying
He's not
FPV drone,
denying it.
I mean, I in the boot of my car today, I went flying today this morning, and the boot of my car I had my Mini 2,
Yeah.
Mavic 2 Pro, my
Yeah.
FPV. I've got a Mavic 2 Pro out. I flew that for about 10 minutes, bored. I just like to want. I'm just itching to. I've got hoops. I've got to fly through hoops.
Oh my god.
We're talking about flying through hoops. We'll
Fuck you.
right. Have a quick look at this. There you go.
Excellent, Steve. That's really good.
Muy bueno.
Very good.
They are good.
Awesome.
It's getting there. You know, I mean,
Yep.
I mean, the trouble is you have to drive. You have to do that in sport mode, otherwise you just won't go through. You just have,
100 gun, Tegan. Jesus.
Get another week or so. You'll be
Done.
yeah. I mean, when I first looked at it, I thought those hoops are too small. There's no way I'm going to get through that. I thought, you know what? There was actually a bit of video that cut out. Actually, I lost it because I did hit one of the hoops one time. The drone did a flip and landed in the road.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
I found though that those hoops of varying sizes were good. When I did mine, I got sort of 3 different sizes.
Well, what I have to do, I think, is when I get through, when I start getting through, I'll have to make the hoops smaller.
Yes. Definitely.
I don't think so.
Of course you will.
It's fun. It's
That's
fun.
pretty good though.
So I had some. I had someone. So I had spotters. I had someone that guy that was Jay with a Mini 2. He goes, Phil, I meant to take a camera with me. I was going to fix the camera to the hoop, and I left it here.
That would have been good.
That'd be good.
I was going to take my Osmo Pocket to it. So I can take that out.
Now that would be good with a GoPro, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah, it would.
Ah.
I've actually got a cheap version of the GoPro. I'll probably have to sell a tape back to because even if it gets broken, it doesn't matter. That's what I want one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Is
do
that the
that.
Osmo Pocket?
No, that's a little Insta.
Go to, yeah, the Insta360 Go to.
Oh,
Well, it's not very big. How big is that, Mark? It's not very big, is it?
Yeah, well,
Tiny Beanie.
Is that the latest one, Marcus?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll hold it up next to my index finger here.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah, Terry's got the original Go. Yeah.
So what is that?
Do you have to put that on upright so it sticks up in the air?
You can put it any way you want, and it doesn't matter the orientation.
Do you
and
like flat on your drone? Like stick it to the top of your drone?
you can actually, Luke. What you can do, you can get a fitting that fits on the drone, and it hangs out the front, and the camera's like that out of the front. Hang on, I'll get it and show you. Do you remember, Jackie? I had it on the front.
You could also get one where it stands up on top, and then it gives you a sort of a looking down view.
Yeah. That's kind of what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good view.
So someone's flying along, but it's sticking up,
That's
and
it,
then
it's sticking up,
the camera's doing the 360, and you don't see the drone at all, do you?
No.
No, but I got that, which fits on the front end of the drone with the camera.
And then you get the flying towards you view, don't you?
Yeah, when you've got the camera inside, but it does tend to shake a little bit.
Yeah.
But the vibration control on it seems to stop a lot of it, and I've got some good results out of that. So,
Gary said next fly for a hula hoop. It was a hula hoop. oh, that's a hula hoop. Oh yeah, I know. You go into a shop. You go into a shop and you suddenly realise you're thinking, now what is it actually called? So I said, do you sell hula hoops? And I said, before you say it, not the ones you eat. You mentioned, I've got to apply for yeah, right. Oh, and Scott wants a great
Who is a hula hoop?
That is Jamie.
Is it fruit? Or potato chip, as we call them.
Okay.
Anyone got any hula hoop?
You must know hula hoops. You eat them, you stick them in your fingers, can't you?
There you go.
The only way to eat.
Oh dear.
Well then, right, Luke, how many drones have you got?
Yes.
Several. I've also got like a Spitfire that I've been doing up recently. I want to put an FPV camera inside the cockpit of a Spitfire I've got.
Oh, cool.
what scale is it?
Sorry?
What scale is the Spitfire?
Hang on, I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's quite big, but I just want to put like an FPV. I had jets before I done quads and RC planes. But I was terrible at flying them. I live in like rural Suffolk. So I got a Spitfire and I took it down my local landowner's land and I took it off and that went okay. So I then ordered a like EDF jet, electro ducted fan jet, and it was a BEA Hawk. So
yeah,
it said like 100 miles an hour and stuff on it. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that. And that flew about 3 meters. And it literally ended up in probably 1,000 bits of polystyrene and brushless motors going.
Actually, look, you talk about the Spitfires. Where we were flying last week, and actually a real Spitfire come over, right?
The sound.
And guess what? Today, without flying, and the same bloody Spitfire must be flying around for a whole week.
Oh yeah. So where we are, Steve. So it's a woman that flies a Spitfire over. So she's the only female pilot and of a twin Spitfire. in the UK.
Her surname is Grace. And
Yeah,
she used to fly out of Biggin Hill. Her husband owned Spitfire, but he
And
died.
it's a twin-seater Spitfire. It's the only one in the UK, but she flies it. But that's the one we're seeing over Suffolk.
Yeah, that was an Irish trainer for the Irish Air Force.
It's an absolute lovely sound. Absolute lovely sound of it.
She also trained Ewan McGregor and Ewan McGregor's brother. So Ewan McGregor's brother's in the RAF already. But she trained him to fly the Spitfire. And Ewan McGregor and his brother have got a program about flying Spitfires and Hawker Hurricane. Nobody can forget the Hawker Hurricane as well.
Is that the one where they flew the Lancaster? His brother flew the Lancaster.
Yeah. That's it. But Ewan McGregor's brother, he's a fan. Like, it's a great program. It's a nice program. I like that sort of thing. I love my history. I've done a piece myself.
Invaded Facebook.
Yeah. I done my own historical piece on a World War II pilot that crashed in the river near me, and it sort of hit home. Like,
that was right. It was a sergeant pilot, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lieutenant George Parker.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad and everything like that, but I don't know. It's history, isn't it? And trying to bring it to life, and all of those people that died in the war for us and everything like that. There's a little bit of it in Suffolk.
Yes, we really have got a full house size. We've got UK, United States, Spain, Philippines, Scotland, Ipswich. Do you know what, Jackie? It's strange news. My next door neighbour.
Now hold it, Luke. You're from the UK. I thought it was like this.
Oh, sorry, sir.
No, that's Army.
I bought a drone seeker. He's here. Hello, Jack, and all the panel peoples.
That's BMAC.
BMAC.
Hello, BMAC.
Bernie.
So we've got Luke from the Anglian Drone Seekers, Terry and Jackie, Spanish Drone Seekers. Kev, what drone seekers do you belong to? Any particular or just
all of them?
All of them. Good answer. Good answer. Kim, what is your? It's called the
East Midlands Drone Seekers. Yeah.
So Brian from the Borders Drone Seekers and Harry from the Philippines. Well, it must be 3:30 by now, Harry.
Still awake, Harry.
I'm just keeping an eye on the time for you. I don't want you to get miss out on your sleep. 3:30.
Poor old Harry, yeah.
Harry, is it bank holiday in Philippines tomorrow? Is it holiday tomorrow in Philippines? Holiday, no work.
No, it is tomorrow already.
Yeah,
I bet it's only in the UK, isn't it?
Today.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got one in Spain.
Yeah, you're in the US.
Brian, it's not even. You haven't got a bank holiday, have you? Or have you?
No.
You go work tomorrow? No, you don't.
I'll go work tomorrow.
He's got to go work tomorrow.
So, Steve, what
Guess what we saw? Guess what we saw on Friday night? I think it was. We had 60 satellites go over in a straight line, right over the top of the house.
I saw them a few months ago.
Skylink satellites. Yeah.
Satellite
Isn't
train.
that the Starlink, Elon Musk Starlink?
Yeah, that's what
That's
it was.
it was so impressive. And no, Jackie, I wouldn't run in and get a camera because it was too far to run to get a camera. I'd have missed it.
You should just always have your phone in your pocket. You could have videoed it.
Nah.
Not my business.
Anyway, when do we get to? Oh, yeah, Jack.
Beam me up, Terry.
So Jack,
Oh, yeah.
I get my fingers a good work. There you
No,
go.
no, no, no.
We've got a couple of trackies on board, haven't we?
It reminded me of what was that program we used to watch? Nanu. What was it? Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin Williams.
Morgan Mindy.
Morgan Mindy.
Morgan Mindy.
Yeah.
That's the one. Morgan Mindy. Channel also.
Money.
Oh, Robin Williams. What a fantastic man.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was.
Hey, we've got Avatar to look forward to next year, haven't we?
looks
Avatar
Oh, I
2.
hope so. I love that
Oh, they're
film.
making another one, are they? That's
Yeah,
good.
what's it called? Avatar 2, is it the Water World? Or, oh, no,
Yeah.
the White World, isn't it?
Didn't James Cameron? I'm into my movies. Sorry, you'll have to tell me to shut up or mute me at some point. But James Cameron, he dove down in a submarine on the Pacific Rim to
That's
make that film. So he literally took a submarine further than any man had been before to make this film. So there's going to be shots in it of that mixed with obviously massive blue people. But it's all
Was that the Marianas Trench?
yeah, I think it is. But it's all subliminal. So the whole storyline is supposedly about persecution and stuff like that. It's got a background theme of like people being persecuted and freedom.
Luke, I've been to Avatar. I've been there in Florida. Disney World has the whole Avatar world.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So everyone's got to hit the thumbs up. Right, okay.
Yep, just done it.
I can't
I'm on Facebook.
I've done
If
it
I go on
once.
Facebook and I'm messing with him.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. So,
Drone News Media put a comment there. Can't wait till the restrictions are lifted in the Philippines. We need to get back to our place in Quezon. How long have we got to wait then, Harry, for restrictions to be lifted?
what is that? I can't see it. Can you hear, Harry?
I don't know if Harry can hear.
Can you hear, Harry?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I don't think he's us.
He's muted us.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Can't wait till the restrictions are lifted in the Philippines. We need to get back to our place in the world.
Bye, Gary.
See you,
Yeah.
Gary.
Bye, Gary. See you next week. Fly safe. Stay safe.
Oh.
Walk safe. Drive safe.
I was going to say to Marcus, what's this new Xeno Mini thing? Have you had one of them yet? Have you tested that?
They're not available yet, but I do have one ordered. And as soon as I get it, it's an interesting drone. You know, I've got a number of Hubsan drones, and they're just not. They just don't measure up to what we get from DJI. But they're making a lot of really bold promises with this new Mini, and if it is what they say it is, it's going to be a home run. So we'll just it's just a wait and see thing.
I kind of started my whole thing with the Hubsan drones because I haven't got a lot of money or anything like that. But I try and do my videos and everything to get subscribers. But I've got a Xeno and it's perfect. I've got the perfect firmware with it and it flies and I don't change it. It does a great job. I've got the Giphy 4200 batteries with it.
Oh yeah,
and it just does a job. I turn the gimbal speed down and and I can send it in about 18 mile an hour winds and stuff like that. But
Wow.
I've got a Mavic Mini and I've got like access to a Phantom 4 Pro as well. So I'm it's good, but I do fear with in the UK we've got our laws about how close we can get to people.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Hubsan are doing their own version of that. If they start having flyaways and hitting people and crashing, they're inevitably the Civil Aviation Authority will stop that. So
What's Kim doing?
they'll kick that.
I've gone blurred. I don't know why I've gone blurred. So,
No, I understand your concerns, Luke. You're spot on looking for that sub 249 gram drone, and it's a huge market, and Hubson is clearly trying to tap into that, and I have high hopes. I sincerely hope that thing, and like you said, Luke, the original Xeno, it's one of my all-time favorite drones. I love that little drone. It does the job, like you said, and it does it for 250 US. So.
Yeah. I just fear that they might not have gone the full hog, and they're not going to have a care package in process. They don't return any of the calls or anything, do they? So
right.
If they sorted that out, then they've got a great company. Then
exactly.
But if they don't do that, then it's just going to cause turmoil for the rest of the people that do the licenses and everything.
Exactly.
Don't touch it now, Kim.
I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened.
Well, hi to Johnny Drone Flyer.
Hey, Johnny's in. Howdy, Johnny. He's from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? Johnny Drone Flyer. You know.
Johnny Alfonso.
And what's every time I click on something, it moves that away.
Yeah.
That one. I'm just reading the comments and trying to catch up with the comments on here.
Hey, Kim, I'm interested in your last video. In the U.S., we would have called that rappelling down the side. And you had, what do you call it, abseiling? What was the name?
Abseiling.
Abseiling. I'd never heard that term before. That was interesting.
Yeah, abseiling.
Going down the side of a building.
I wanted to fly my drone. That would have been fantastic. To have been able to take the drone 400 feet, I would have been at my limit because the actual building is about 418 feet. But just to have panned round while they were coming down. Oh, but unfortunately, it's definitely not allowed because they have a representative. Some very
sure though, Kim. If the building is 400 feet, then you can fly above that anyway, can't you?
I'm not really. I guess we can. I know they can in the States, can't they?
No, you can.
You can take off from the roof. And then you can go up 400 more.
That's actually right. Take off from the roof.
Yeah,
I'd like to sort of. I think I mean, to be honest, the local council there have got some quite sturdy bylaws that prevent you taking off from any of the land that they own. But if I could find somebody with a garden, or if I knew the person who owned the field, there's a field not far from there, I could have quite legally took off from there and flew around that building, no trouble at all. And there's nothing they could have done about it.
Well, they don't own the airspace, do they?
That's right. They don't. The councils can say no, you don't take off from our land.
Right. Exactly.
But they can't stop you flying over it.
Well, it was a fascinating video, and you really captured the drama of the individual, that friend of yours. You could tell he was afraid, and what was interesting is to hear his wife help him.
Oh yeah, she was actually braver than what he was. Now I know when I spoke to him a couple of days before, he said, God knows what I'm doing here, and I know he's scared of heights. So he was really trying to overcome his own fears, and he did speak to me afterward, and he said, I might go and do it again, because obviously the weather caused problems, unbeknown to the viewers who were watching that. The girl in question, his wife, she about 2 or 3 minutes down into the abseil, her harness that she was wearing slipped, and it was causing her a lot of discomfort. It didn't come off. I mean, it was well and truly on there. It started cutting into her, and it was causing her a lot of pain. And of course, then the next thing was the storm approached. The rains were lashing down. My lens hood was filling up with water. So I thought, well, I didn't show all of it, obviously, because I think the last 50 feet or so, it was all going out of focus because my lens couldn't cope with all the rain on it. And so, yeah. But other than that, I think they were very brave. I mean, it's actually got a lot of attention. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's had nearly 1,000 views already. So I'm quite pleased.
That's what you get when you make videos. It's as simple as that, really. I mean, no, it's true. You know, I mean, you make videos that people want to watch. People watch them, and word gets out, and it attracts people. So
the one what's actually really took me by surprise, actually, now you come to mention it, is I did that one of the nuclear missile launch pads.
The Thors, yeah.
And that has just gone like, I'm not.
Kim,
I think it's over 11,000 now. 11,000.
Wow.
What is that? Is that the one you were talking about the other day?
Yes, that's it. That's the one. That one is surprisingly attracted a lot of attention. But why, I don't know. Maybe it's the nuclear bit, or
I think Luke might be joining us for that. Luke, you're up for that, aren't you? For flying. Where is it called? What's it called?
Oh, Harrington.
That's
Harrington.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is that like
Harrington
a Cold War thing?
Yeah, it's the Cold War. The Thor missile.
Yeah, well, nearer to us, Steve, as well. Maybe we could tie
Yes.
that in.
That's right. Yeah.
Bordley is a Cold War bunker place.
Oh, okay.
A few years ago, you used to be able to walk in there with a GoPro, but people messed it up for the rest of us.
Yeah. I mean,
they broke in there, and then they ended up boarding it off, and it's all horrible and crap in there. But it would have been made a nice YouTube piece, to recreate.
It's very
it.
difficult to find places now. I mean, it's difficult if you can coerce with the landowner and say, look, you know, we want to, like when I did the one about the American Air Base, the 384th Bomb Group. That's the very
was
talked
that a Parham?
about. Sorry,
was that a Parham? Was that a Parham Air Base?
That was an actual the 384th 8th Air Force was based there.
Where
was it?
It's called Grafton Underwood.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, that one is. If you ever get a chance,
watch the video. It's really good.
After this, I'm going to be on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll just carry on and on and on.
It's a great subject and very well done. Ron says there's a large panel tonight. Yeah, we couldn't decide what to have on to whatever one you put.
Yeah, I'm wondering where Ron was.
He was on last week.
Yeah, there he is.
I know he was. Bless him.
Yeah.
Can't have too much of Ron.
He's one of my originals. Ron is.
Oh, assassination attempt. I see that on the Carl was trying to run Harvey over. I think.
Yeah.
He did hit a tree. Poor tree.
Harvey's got a price on his head.
Yeah, someone's after him.
Because he flew around the lighthouse at Portman.
So what we should all do is go to Brian's, because Brian's got loads of open fields around your way, and Brian, and he's got his own castle.
I'll tell you what, Brian. Actually, I'm going to tell you this, Brian. You're one of my favourites. Because I follow you. I love the content that Brian puts on. It's fantastic, you know, and it's for those, especially for those who can't actually get to these places.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful, inspiring thing to watch.
You
to see what these places are like, you know. And I love watching that.
That's true, because I mean, all these people, put all these YouTube videos on there, whether it be by drone, by hand, or wherever they're filmed, and it gives you like Marcus with the Snake River.
Canyon.
Yeah, I mean, what a place! You know, and I would never have seen that place if Marcus hadn't put a video on there.
Yeah, Yeah,
Well,
that's
there's
it.
a place I'm hoping to go in the summertime. Is I don't know if you've ever heard of it, the Harry Potter Bridge
Oh,
up in Highlands.
oh no, where's that?
Glenfinnan Viaduct, they call it.
Is it- yeah, it's a massive viaduct, isn't it?
yes, the one that curves. Is that the one, Brian?
Yes, that's the
Yes.
one. Aye.
One where the
I'm hoping
car
to
flew
get a
over.
graduate train.
There was actually a guy who, I don't know how long ago it was. There was a video I watched quite a while ago. It's still on YouTube, and it's fantastic footage of Scotland. I don't know if you, I can't look for it now, but the guy's had like over 1 million views of this, and he flies around this, and I'm trying to think the music he plays in it. Oh crikey! But a fantastic view of Scotland, the way where he flew. He even flew behind it. He had a seagull flying in front of him. I mean,
Brilliant.
I'd love to know what the.
Kim, that does remind me. Like I done a video on Pin Mill in Suffolk, and so I'm flying along, and I'm getting absolutely hounded by seagulls and oyster catchers. Literally just dive bombed. Here they're coming at me from everywhere. But I sort of, after a while, I was like, right, that's it. I've had enough. And I started chasing this seagull. And the footage of it, I'm flying right behind it, and it's going, oh, bloody hell.
It's following me.
Yeah. I was like, that's it. I've had enough. I'll chase you instead. Just kept hounding me for ages.
They do though. We've got kites, quite a few kites around
Yeah.
our area. And as soon as you set the drone up, you can guarantee within 2 minutes there'll be a kite. I mean, you know, don't you, Kev?
Yep.
The kites. We've got quite a few, loads of them around our area. And they, as soon as you get the drone up there, they'll be there and they'll circle you.
But the Suffolk Coast is the gulls aren't too bad. The seagulls aren't too bad. Oyster catchers, they're a nightmare. They're an absolute nightmare by the Suffolk coast. They literally are like, boo, 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 and they'll just swoop you all day long on the Suffolk coast. And the other one is buzzards. We get loads of like common buzzards here,
Right.
and they're not too bad, but they just investigate the drone. But oyster catchers are an absolute bastard.
I've got a feature.
That's about it, Jackie, isn't it?
I've got a featured film I'm going to show now, so hold on to your seats.
Drone Seekers featured video of the week.
Good.
Bernie asked the
That was
question.
cool.
Bernie
You
asked
took the
the
words
question.
out my mouth, Marcus.
Bernie, the question is Never Tell Me the Odds by Dream Cave is the music, just in case you was interested, because I Shazammed it. Well,
Shazammed it.
it's not that I'm that knowledgeable in music, trust me.
And
I
where
bet
is
you were
Links?
thinking though, Steve, oh, that arch, I could fly that.
I must admit, I looked at that, Paul, so if I speed it up, it could be an FPV. that arch, you know, Paul, so he's going to go for. I bet they went for that arch really slowly and speed it up.
Where is Lintscarf? Anybody know? That's a great place.
What's it
It
called?
is.
Lintscarf. L-I-N-T-Z.
Hang on,
G-A-R-T-A.
I'll bring the video back. I'll go actually see what it's. We'll try and find out where it is. Anyone want to?
Yeah, Linscarth.
Let's go.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to look it up here.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Go
it, Mark.
yeah.
Marcus is our Alexa.
My
Yeah.
guess. I
Do
would
your
mind
stuff.
betting
Put-
it's Yorkshire.
I reckon it's
Scandinavia.
somewhere.
I reckon Scandinavia.
No, it's UK, isn't it?
Nah.
Doesn't sound very Yorkshire, like, does it?
Probably UK.
I know.
Google is not finding it. If I'm spelling it correctly, Lintzgarth.
No,
No,
L-I-N-T-Z. Not Z, Z.
Z.
Zed.
Z.
Zed.
Yeah, don't use a Z.
Put it up again, Steve, so I can see it.
We got him again.
I'll tell you where it is now. It's in the village of County Durham.
There you go.
Ah,
There you go.
fantastic video, though.
There you go.
The
County
Yeah.
Durham.
music really made it as well.
You know, you get some videos. You see these videos, you think that's it's got to be. You know, I mean, I look through. I watch loads and loads of these videos. Obviously, what people post on Facebook and whatever. And it's just even again, one stands out. You think, that's the one.
It leaves you asking questions of what happened there. That's how I felt anyway.
Yeah.
I watched that and I
Well,
wanted to
yeah.
ask questions about
Yeah,
what happened.
agree.
I felt like maybe there could have been I don't know, something at the bottom of the screen just to explain what it was and what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
You know, just simple,
Value.
you know, but the
Few clues,
fight was
yeah.
fantastic.
It might
Absolutely.
well. I mean, might well going on to the guy's YouTube channel because maybe there's a little bit more. You know, I only sort of put the who
Yeah.
it's by and what is the title of it. But
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and Kim, you know this very well. That is a beautiful video. We were all just was breathtaking, right?
Mm.
But because he didn't tell a story, that it's just not going to get that many views. You got to tell
It's
a
a shame,
story.
really, because it is a very good video. I
Yeah,
loved it.
oh, yes.
Absolutely
you
loved
see,
it.
well, as you say, Marcus. I mean, as with yourself, Kim, and Tim, who we had on last week, you know, where they do a video and actually sort of explain what it was all about. It just makes you
Yeah,
want
you put some history on, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. I mean, it was, I want to go there now. Probably
You
will
can
do.
just get in your car and go.
And
Yeah,
Kim,
isn't it?
the thing is, Kim, when you go, what we know is we'll get that beautiful video, but we'll also get to hear the history of it and what it is, and that's
You
what
would have done your
that's
research.
the difference.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Who
Send
lived
him
there?
up there.
Who lived there? And who built it? What
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why was there a hole in the roof?
you are?
that was for the chimney.
The hole in the roof for the rain to come in.
But it does make you wonder though when you see a building like that. You think yourself, well, you know, someone obviously once upon a time someone lived there. You know, is it because everyone just? Well, I mean, someone says it was a coal pit. Was it a coal? I mean, it was maybe it was a mine of some sort, and maybe it was a coal pit. It would fit in, wouldn't it? Well, I guess.
The fact is, it's still standing there, which is remarkable in itself. The fact
Yeah.
that someone hasn't come along and demolished it and tried to eradicate that history. For once, someone has said, "No, leave it there." It might even be it might even have a preservation order on it.
It's
You
got a
don't know, you
fence
know.
around it, hasn't it?
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that. I
it
was
did have a
too
fence
engrossed
around
in
it.
the. Ah, right. Well, yeah,
the fence
safety.
What was accused of a perimeter fence? I must be. I didn't know some.
There was a fence around that mine thing,
Around
and
the
there was
tower.
a fence around half of the bridge.
Yeah.
But it was beautifully flown. I mean, where where they got credit is that was beautifully flown the way he'd done it. You can't not. It was just fantastic.
And a beautiful edit. The edit was amazing.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah.
music and the
The
whole
music does make a lot into these videos. If you sort of find some inspirational music that will capture the audience whilst they're watching that, then they get that escapism and then they actually become there. It's
Bernie said the same thing. There's no story to it. And maybe that just make if he's watching, go through it and put a story to it and just make it that bit more interesting because it was very well filmed.
I might have to take a trip up there this summer.
County Garrison, it's only up the A1, isn't it? It's not that far.
It's not not far.
Going back into what those guys said, like
It's
the
about-
music making a film, like that's dead right. Like, so I've definitely chosen a lot of the wrong music on my videos, but then my latest ones, like when I've done a tractor one, and
Hi, Mrs. Macaulay.
yeah, I know. Get out of here!
In the dressing gown already. She's ready for bed.
You'll come back in with a frying pan and it look.
We put it up on swimming pool outside. This is good time. But, yeah, definitely. Like I've chosen wrong music before in my videos, but recently I've got better at the editing and everything like that. But I've done one with a Southern Tractor thing, and that, it's almost evocative. Sort of music.
Yeah.
It's quite nice. Definitely different.
Well, it's that time again. I know they hint at me every week. I don't know what I mean, Terry.
What?
I know.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Good on Bella.
We're going to baptise Paddy tonight. Good old Paddy. He's stumbling through the woods after he's been celebrating St. Patrick's Day for quite a few hours. And he comes across a preacher baptising people in the river. He staggers up to the water and he bumps into the preacher. And the preacher turns around and is almost overcome by the smell of alcohol. And he says to him, "Are you ready to find Jesus?" And Paddy shouts out, "Yes, I am! Yes, I am!" So the preacher grabs him by the back of the neck and dunks him in the water, pulls him back up and asks, "Brother, have you found Jesus?" "No, I haven't found Jesus." The preacher, shocked at the answer, ducks him again, but for a little longer. He again pulls him out of the water and says, "Have you found Jesus, my brother?" Paddy answers, "No, I haven't found Jesus." By this time, the preacher is at his wit's end. He dunks Paddy again, but this time he holds him down for about 30 seconds. And when he begins kicking his arms and legs about, he pulls him up and the preacher says, "For the love of God, have you found Jesus?" And he staggers up, wipes his eyes, and he's coughing and splutting, catching his breath and says to the preacher, "Are you sure this is where he fell in?"
Terry's Joke of the Week.
There you go.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I could see you're
This show would
excited
not be the
there,
same without Terry's Joke of the Week.
Thank you, Russell. Oh, I'm Brian. Yeah, thanks.
Only on the Drone Seeker show. Only on the Drone Seeker. So anyway, yeah, we asked a question earlier on, and the question was, how many drones have you got?
Oh yeah.
Jackie's got
Who did we
one.
get up to?
Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
More than 20, less
Wow.
than 30.
Goodness me.
25.
In other words, you don't know, Marcus.
I don't know.
That's so bad, isn't it?
What's
You got
your
too many if
favourite
you don't
then?
know.
Oh,
What's
that,
your favourite marker?
yeah,
Yeah, good question.
that's an easy one. That is really an easy one, and I'm glad you asked it because it's important. The DJI Air 2S, the DJI Air 2S. Not even if somebody said you can only have one drone, I wouldn't even have to think about it. I'd grab that drone and say, "This is the one."
And why? Why is it favorite?
Because it is the most versatile. Number one, it has some of the best. Well, that 1-inch sensor. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it just takes.
It's got to be good. Brian's got one.
Yeah, remarkable video, remarkable photographs, the intelligent flight modes, obstacle avoidance, the precision, and you guys know this, the precision of DJI's flight controls is just second to none. I fly these other drones, and then I go back to a DJI drone, and you go, oh, yeah, okay, that's why I fly this. Yeah.
You know, the only problem with the Air 2S, though, Marcus, I think, is the smart controller's terrible with it.
I sold my smart controller, Brian, so I don't, because when they said it was going to be an OcuSync 3, I said, oh, you know what? So I got rid of my smart controller. So I've just been flying it with the regular controller, but I've heard the issues that people are having. Yes.
Oh, it's terrible. It really is. You can't watch the screen at all.
The orange drone you reviewed the other week was so bad, Marcus. So don't show it again.
Yeah.
You don't need to. It's in the bin.
Horrible. It was horrible. Yeah. In the U.S., we would call that a POS, and I'll let you figure out what that stands for.
Of
Excreta. Excrement.
Nailed.
Man.
Scheisse.
I thought it was a nice drone. To use it for target practice.
Did you like my joke?
Well, we like your joke.
We loved your joke. See what Ron is saying in the chat there?
Yep.
Luke,
Oh,
you see that?
Marcus,
see that,
can I ask you a question, if I may?
Yes.
What do you use to film when you're actually doing your reviews? What camera do you use to view yourself? What camera do you use?
So, Kim, for a long time, I used a Canon M50 mirrorless camera, and but as you know, they'll have like a 30-minute limit to recording. So I would start a recording, and I wouldn't realize that it would shut off, and I'd be standing there talking to myself. So now I use a GoPro Hero 9.
Because I mean, I was just thinking the quality is unbelievable. What comes from that camera, and I didn't know what camera it was that you used. Probably it might have been in the description, but you know, when you're looking at YouTube, and initially I thought you changed it. You see, when did you actually get it? When did you?
Let's see, probably last October, and I was using the Hero 8 before that, and occasionally I'll use the Osmo Action. But the cool thing about the Hero 9 is I can hook that wireless microphone up with it, and man, that just revolutionizes your audio.
Brilliant, yeah, it's fantastic. You can hear you clearly. Beautiful picture.
Thank you, Cam.
Really good.
That's what it's all about, just finding the right equipment to use for the right job. And and you try various like webcams, you try this one, you try that one, and you try eventually find one, this works. And
I've just got a little Osmo Pocket. First one.
That's a great camera.
Kim, I've still got. I'll tell you what. I very rarely use it. I meant to actually take it out with me today, and forgot. The very one time I'm going to use it, and where was it? I left it at home.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a main cinema camera which I use for doing my last video at Grafton. And then I changed that, and I've not had a chance to use my new Canon one. But it's like Marcus said, you know, if it's got an auto shut off and you're not quite aware of it's being shut off, you could be rambling on and not be aware of it. You've got to do it all again, haven't you? I mean, I don't know what the maximum time is on a GoPro. What is? I suppose it's
Depends on the
limited by
battery.
SD card.
Well, and on your SD card, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
It's the battery.
that little action camera I've got. I think the battery life in that is absolute rubbish. I mean, if you plug it in, it's okay, but when you run it on battery, the time is like 10 minutes. So it's rubbish.
Yeah, yeah.
I get a couple of hours with my GoPro.
Yeah, I used to have the Osmo Action, but that got sold towards my new camera.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that my Osmo Pocket it's developing a little bit of a problem, and I hope it's not going to be a problem. But I've noticed it's been a bit of a problem with the gimbal itself. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's not going to present too much of a problem. I think I might go back to the Action Cam.
Can't beat a GoPro.
So that's GoPro
yes.
That's got the media mod on it, and it that adds this mic with the little windsock on it. But of course, I use that wireless, and you can hook the 3.5. Into there, and that has revolutionized things for
You
me.
wouldn't think it, Marcus. It looks like very professional. I mean, I'm just looking at the quality of it, and you can't tell that it's a GoPro. It looks like a professional big camera, which is very strange. You know?
Harry, I've got it. Look.
Oh, you get it.
Oh, the controller.
In all fairness, I haven't tried it yet, but that's my next.
Nice.
It's the action
I
of the
nearly
wrist.
ordered it today.
Yeah,
Very
wrist
close
action.
to ordering it, but
To be honest with you, I thought it's going to make me think, because my case was empty without it. There was a space in my case for it. So I thought, it's going, please. So I thought, well, if I just get it as a case filler. The amount of people, believe you me, the amount of people selling these second hand. There was one selling 50 quid, someone was selling one for the other day. I thought,
Yeah? What, are they not very popular then?
oh, I don't know. I'll find out.
Right.
Oh, I like. What's that, Marcus? On top.
Bloody hell.
So that's a Lytra torch.
Oh.
And, sometimes when, listen, I don't do very well with lighting, but occasionally I do. And to light up your face, if you're in a shaded area or something, it works pretty good. And there's diffusers that you can.
That's quite bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's quite a powerful LED.
Yeah. Recharge.
Well, it's that time again to say goodbye. Oh, he says.
Oh.
Anyway, Harry, if you can hear me, Harry.
Yeah.
Hi, Harry. We say goodbye now. So thank you very much for joining us. Harry from the Philippines is now. Just give you time to check.
It's like 4 a.m.
4:05.
Well done, Harry.
So thank you, Harry.
Sleep well.
Don't get when we have another competition. You enter the competition. And Luke from Anglian Drone Seekers. Thank you very much, Luke, for joining us. And Kim from East Midlands. Thank you very much for joining us. And Brian from Borders. And a pleasure. And for the rest of you, nah.
That's nice, isn't it?
I thought you were going to send a finger at us for a second there.
We're not wanted, Jackie.
Oh, no. He loves us, really.
No, well, I love you all.
Oh, Jackie, I'm looking forward to your video.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's uploading now. I
I can't wait.
Right.
I'm going to stay up now.
I've
What
been
time
watching all day.
What time's it coming on air?
I don't know, because I started the upload at 7:30 and it's still saying it's
How
processing
big's
the
the file
HD
then?
version.
How big is the file?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be
4
brilliant.
minutes.
What is it about, Jackie?
Can't wait.
It's
Can't wait.
about a castle.
Oh, that one, yeah.
No, I've got a new one. Different
New one?
castle.
A new one. Different castle.
You've been making sand castles.
My
You've
best
been-
flying yet, I reckon.
Right, so don't forget,
And my best editing.
join us all again next week for another hour of craziness, etc. And have a good week. If you're in the UK, the sun's shining, so make the most of it, because it ain't going to last. Just saying.
I'm filling up my pool.
All right.
Thank you for joining us tonight on the Drone Seekers Sunday Show. It's good night from us until next time. Stay safe and fly safe.